guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna Sophia if you're new here, and this week I wanted to do a fall dollar store DIY decor video. I just wanted to upcycle some dollar store items and show you guys exactly what I did and how I decorate some of my house for fall. So if you like that kind of content, please make sure you are subscribed and you hit the bell so you know every time I post a video, and leave me a comment down below which one was your favorite. The first DIY I want to show you guys is what I did with these styrofoam pumpkins you can pick up from your local Dollar Tree. And I really was inspired by some of the topiaries I've been seeing other people do on YouTube, but I wanted to definitely put my own spin on it. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm removing the stems from these pumpkins, which is just really easy. You just pop them right out. But I wanted to make a little hole at the top because I wanted to put some floral on the inside of these pumpkins. At the time, I didn't know if I was going to need to cut a hole through the bottom and the top, so that's why I did both of the pumpkins, but you really only need to do one because pretty much what I'm making is a pumpkin vase. What's really nice about this project is styrofoam is so easy to cut, and that's what I really tried to do with all these DIYs. I wanted them to be really easy to replicate and really beautiful. And after I removed that center hole and I got the construction part down for my vase, I just really wanted to paint it. If you've been following me for a while, you know that this orange is just a little too bright for me personally, so I did paint it in an off-white acrylic paint. You can obviously spray paint this if that's more your vibe, but I had this acrylic paint, so I thought I might as well use it. I did have to do 2 coats of the paint because that orange just really wanted to show through. But after everything was all dry, I just hot glued one on top of the other. I would say you could use E6000 if you really wanted this like super secure hold, but this is gonna be on a shelf. No one's really gonna be touching it. It's just for decor really. So the hot glue actually worked really well. The pumpkin vase is all built. It's just time to put the floral that we want inside. So I did have this sprig that I picked up from the Dollar Tree and it looked nice, but it was almost too neutral. So I had this bunch of floral that I picked up from Michael's and I thought it just looked more fall-like. So this is how it turned out. Now for the second DIY, I don't even think I can consider this a DIY because all I did was put 2 things from the Dollar Tree together. Dollar Tree has been selling these amber glass vases, which I don't know if you know, but amber glass is usually pretty expensive. And my sister-in-law had sent me this inspo pic for a centerpiece using amber glass, and I loved it so much. So I was going to try to recreate it using all Dollar Tree products. My Dollar Tree unfortunately only had these 3, so I snagged them up. I don't know if these are sold at all of the Dollar Trees. I run into a lot of times I'm watching other people do Dollar Tree hauls and I'm like, my Dollar Tree never has any of this stuff. So hopefully you can find these at your Dollar Tree as well. And then it's just a matter of picking florals that you like. Again, I have more of a neutral color palette, so I just picked white floral with the amber glass just to keep everything nice and neutral. And basically, I just looked around my house for anything that I had that was amber glass, and I put all of those items together and made my own little DIY centerpiece. And this is how it turned out. For the next DIY, again, we're going to be flipping a pumpkin. This pumpkin actually came from the thrift store, but it was 99 cents, so I figured I could include it and you guys wouldn't get too upset. So this used to be a trick-or-treat basket, which is fine, but I wanted to make like a faux planter. So the first thing I'm doing, I asked my husband, because he was already outside, I asked him if he could just give this a quick coat of primer and then some stone spray paint. I did tell him, and I'll tell you guys, you don't have to go super crazy with like your primer and your stone spray paint if you're gonna be painting over it, which is what I knew I was gonna be doing anyway. Also, if you don't have stone spray paint, there's a super big trend right now that if you mix acrylic paint with baking soda, you'll probably get a pretty similar consistency to the vibe that I was going after, which was a textured planter. And I'm gonna be primarily focusing most of my texture on the other side, the side that doesn't have the jack-o'-lantern face, because again, I'm more of a neutral gal, but if you're more festive, you can totally just flip this around if you wanna make it more festive. And now that my spray paints have all dried, it's just time to paint it. I'm going to be using that same acrylic paint that I used in the first pumpkin DIY. Now you can totally choose to just spray paint this whatever color you want now that you've gotten your texture. But my feeling is that a lot of times the spray paint that I want is in a satin finish, and I didn't want this to be shiny or have any sheen to it at all. I really wanted it to look like ceramic. So that's why I chose to use acrylic paint. And now it's just time to add the floral, and this is how it turned out. For the next DIY, I wanted to show you guys how quickly you can get a very seasonal, neutral, beautiful vignette using all products from the Dollar Tree. So I picked up these 3 candlestick holders, 1 package of the tapered candlesticks, and this skull. For the inspiration, I was looking at Crate & Barrel, seeing what they had going on for Halloween and autumn, and I saw this burner, which I thought was really cute, but I wanted to not pay $20. I wanted to only pay a few dollars. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to E6000 and hot glue the skull to one of the top of the candlesticks, and then we are going to paint this all black. For some reason, glass just does not stick well with using only hot glue. It seems to always slip or come off really easily, so I did use E6000 in this case. And after everything is glued down and secured, it's just time to take it outside for a quick coat of spray paint. Now, because I'm trying to get this to look as similar to the one that I saw at Crate & Barrel, I chose to spray paint mine black, but if you have more of a glam aesthetic, you could do gold, silver, copper, whatever you like. And this is how our little skull vignette turned out. For my next DIY, I picked up this gather sign from the dollar store, which I want to point this out. Sometimes the Dollar Tree, I think they're just like giving you the bare bones to stuff so you can customize it as ever much you want. I think this is just particle board. I don't think that they actually think anyone's gonna leave it just like this. So what I wanted to do was make my gather sign almost look like iron rotting, and I wanted it to look really heavy. So what I'm starting off by doing is I'm just painting this in black acrylic paint. The paintbrush and the paint all came from the Dollar Tree. You could choose to spray paint this if you like, but I had the paint already, and I kind of wanted to do a DIY where you didn't really need spray paint. If you wanted to just use acrylic paint, you totally could. And also I found having a smaller brush was helpful in getting in those like little nooks and crannies because I wanted it all to be black. So to give it that iron effect, what I'm doing is I'm taking this gold metallic paint and I'm just kind of painting it on and then wiping it off. Because if you look at iron, it kind of has like a sheen to it. So the good thing about this is if you add too much, you can always paint over it with black and then wipe that off, just to give it that effect. I kind of wish I would have had, instead of gold, I would have had like a coppery paint because I think that would have looked even better, but I'm just using what I had. I don't know if you can see the difference in this clip, how it's like kind of shiny and then the rest is not. So I'm just gonna repeat that process for every single letter. For the last and probably the easiest DIY, all I'm doing is I'm taking these small pumpkins and I'm adding them to the top of these mason jars, which I plan on using in my guest bathroom. I really like this DIY because I wanted to keep one of my DIYs super, super easy, because sometimes even like DIYs I do or DIYs I watch other people do, it's like so much spray paint, so much stain, and I just wanted to keep one of them really super easy and cost effective, but also look nice. I plan on putting this in my guest bathroom, and it's just a nice little seasonal touch to an otherwise plain bathroom and a plain mason jar. So after those are all glued on, you can obviously put whatever you want in here. You can use this in your kitchen, you can use this wherever. But I just really like that this DIY was super simple and easy to replicate. All right, guys, that is it. Some fall DIYs. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button because I post home decor and DIY content every single week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.